Hello everyone, my name is Chinedu Ogbon. I'm the founder of Brooksvine Properties and Consult. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you how I was able to recover my commission of 250,000 naira from two unscrupulous real estate agents and my clients. Some time ago, this client who I've been prospecting for a while now told me he was ready to go and buy a property. So we booked an appointment and then zoom, we went off. Unfortunately, he didn't get the one my company were selling, so I reached out to another person who has another location, and then we went there. There's some issue that transpired, so we moved to another facility that another agent connected us to. Just stay with me on this story. We got there. Long story cut short, he didn't, as at that time we were negotiating, he didn't buy the property because the price was far above his budget. However, 3-4 days later, the client called me and told me that other property which we went to get, because I observed some things around that property, and being someone who has lived long enough in this area, I was able to tell this client, okay, these are some things I observed, but in the end, he decided to buy that property. You must respect your client's decision. So he bought that property. However, he bought that property without even notifying me. Remember in the other video I shared about some of the red flags you should watch out for. One of those red flags that I shared in that other video is that don't allow your client exchange contact with another agent, or don't allow another agent exchange contact with your client. So they are exchange contact because they are from the same locality, or the same local government rather. They had conversations behind my back, and then boom, they went out and paid for that property. Wow. So this client paid for this property without informing me, and he later called me about 4 days ago. He called me about like 4 days later and told me that he has paid for the property that I suggested he shouldn't get because of the signs that I observed around the property. I was surprised, I was shocked, I was confused. All those words that you can think of, all the synonyms of surprise and shock that you can think of, everything went through my head just like a flash. And I was like, wow. I calmed down, and then I asked him one question. Sir, you bought this property without informing me. Well, that's fine. I respect your decision. However, what about my commission? Because as agents, you don't use your commission to joke. So I asked him, what about my commission? He said he transferred to my guy. I was like, I don't have a guy. Those guys, I don't know them from Adam. I got to know them on the site. Because as you are in this job, you will meet lots of persons, the good, the bad, and the ugly. He said he had transferred the money to my guy. I was like, my guy. He now said the one that is his brother. I said, oh, interesting. You sent my money to your brother. And then how much is it? He mentioned the amount, 250,000 naira. I said, okay, no problem. I called that person, and then the person was saying that he has sent the money to another person, another agent, the one that called him. And then I asked him, this person who called you, is the direct contact to this seller? Is this seller his client? He was trying to play some games with me, and then after everything, I called that person and I observed they were trying to play games with me. I smiled and I told them, it's like you don't know I have a background in law, that I was going to sue you. I was very angry, I was very furious. I told him I was going to press charges against you because this is an obvious case of fraud. So at first he said I should go and do whatever I want to do, that since I want to press charges is fine, that the money that they were even considering that they will give me, they will use it to go to court. I said, okay, there's no problem. Then I called my client. I told him, at the end, I sent them a message. I said, let it be on record, this, that. I told them everything. And then I messaged my client and I told him that if you do not send me my commission, I was going to press charges against you. I messaged him that if you don't send my commission, I'm going to press charges against you because it is you upon whose instruction I acted. Before I knew it, within 30 minutes, I saw an alert in my phone. 250,000 naira. So I was wondering, what game were these people trying to play with me all along? So if I had not pressured them, if I had not done that, they would have gone away with my money. So now the reason for this video is this: as someone in the real estate space, ensure, number one, that if you are not a lawyer, ensure that you have a lawyer in your team. You understand? Number two, ensure you know what the law says. Yes, even if you're not a lawyer, ensure you read the law of agency, understand what the law says, what backs you. You understand? Because so long as you acted on the instruction of somebody, you are protected by the law, because oral contract is enforceable. So ensure you know what the law says. If you know what the law says, you won't be played by some person. So I believe that you have learned one or two things from this video today. Ensure you like, you subscribe, and you share this video. Thank you.